Clathrix adjusted her uniform's collar nervously as she moved through the interspecies embassy's residential wing. As the first Exalfarian assigned to maintain the human ambassador's quarters, she took immense pride in her work. Her species' legendary attention to detail and six-armed efficiency made them perfect for domestic service across the galaxy. But humans remained an enigma. Ambassador Reyes had arrived only 3 rotation cycles ago, the first human representative to the Galactic Confederation. The species was still an unknown quantity primitive in technology compared to most member races, yet granted provisional membership due to their surprising diplomatic skill and resource-rich solar system. Clathrix's antennae twitched as she heard the strange hissing sound coming from the ambassador's personal quarters. She knew humans required periodic cleansing rituals, but had never observed one directly. Her supervisor had briefed her on respecting human privacy, a concept Exalfarians found peculiar given their hive-minded upbringing. Concerned that the prolonged hissing might indicate a malfunction, she overrode the door lock using her maintenance credentials. Steam billowed through the doorway as she entered, momentarily confusing her compound eyes. When her vision cleared, she froze. Ambassador Reyes stood under a stream of water, his skin glistening with moisture. Her scientific curiosity overcame her professional restraint. Humans were the only known species that voluntarily immersed themselves in dihydrogen monoxide for cleansing purposes. Most species found the substance caustic or uncomfortable at best, deadly at worst. Yet here he was, seemingly enjoying it. More fascinating still was his skin. Unlike Zalfarians' chitinous exoskeletons, or the scales, fur, or crystalline structures of other Confederation species, human skin appeared strangely adaptive. It flushed with color changes and formed protective barriers against water. Microscopic pores opened and closed in response to temperature. It was, from a xenobiological perspective, a marvel of evolutionary engineering. Clathrix found herself moving closer, 6 arms extended in scientific wonder, forgetting all protocol. Ambassador Reyes turned, noticed her, and let out a startled shout. Water sprayed wildly as he grabbed for a covering cloth. "What are you doing?" he exclaimed, his translator struggling with the emotional inflection. "Your integumentary system," Clathrix clicked excitedly in her native tongue, the translator converting her words. "It's remarkable. The thermoregulation, the moisture response, the capillary action. May I collect a sample for analysis?" Reyes stared at her, clutching the cloth around his waist. "You want to touch my skin? For science? Our xenobiologists would be fascinated. Your species can withstand full immersion in HO while simultaneously regulating internal temperature and maintaining homeostasis. It defies conventional biological understanding." A strange sound emerged from the human rhythmic, staccato exhalations. Laughter, her translator finally identified. "You're not a peeping Tom," Reyes said, relaxing slightly. "You're just a curious scientist." "I am a domestic service technician," Clathrix corrected, her antennae drooping slightly in embarrassment. "But all Exalfarians value knowledge. Your species is most unusual." "So I've been told," Reyes said, still maintaining his distance. "But next time, maybe knock?" "The concept of individual privacy remains challenging," Clathrix admitted. "Our hive-mind upbringing did not prepare us for solitary species customs." Reyes's expression softened. "Tell you what, I'll prepare a proper biological briefing for your scientists. With medical scans, samples, the works all collected properly and with consent." "You would do this?" Clathrix's compound eyes widened. "Of course. Cultural exchange is why I'm here," Reyes said. "But first, I need to finish showering. With privacy." As Clathrix retreated, she marveled at the human's response. Any other species would have filed a formal complaint or demanded her immediate termination. Yet the human had responded with understanding and an offer of cooperation. Perhaps this was why humans had risen so quickly, despite their technological limitations. Their adaptability extended beyond their remarkable skin. It permeated their thinking, their diplomacy, their very approach to the universe. The Galactic Confederation had expected the humans to be primitive newcomers. Instead, they might be the most advanced species of all, in ways that truly mattered.